Hello everybody, welcome to episode 37 of the Tamagotchi Connection series here. And as you see, we got the wondrous Tamas here. And of course, we found them love, and they now have babies. And to be honest, this is pretty much where I'm going to say this is kind of an endpoint for them. So in this final episode here, we'll talk about these wonderful devices. And then in the next episode of the Connection series, we'll be swapping out devices. Which is kind of sad to think about, but this is kind of where we're at. So, the sadness there. But as you see there, we got the wonderful ninja with the little baby thing. I married it off to some weird little beak type thing. I don't know. Kind of looked like it could fly. It was a really weird looking design. But I married it off to that. And as you see there, it has its legs and everything. And the ninja boy is doing really wonderful. But that is pretty much it for Sonic here. We have done everything so far. We've given him some awesome items and stuff like that, as you've seen. We will be revisiting this device at some point in the future, because I feel like I didn't go through a lot of this stuff, but to be honest, I kind of want to revisit this device with a different connection, probably. And to be honest, I just want to look into what I'll be jumping into with the next, with the V3 re-release, with the Katai and the Akai, so I'm going to be just swapping over. We will be coming back to this device at some point, especially whenever I get another American connection device, because I'd really like to revisit this one with a V3, V4, or V5, or whichever one actually connects to it. I don't know if all the connections actually connect to each other, but I do want to revisit this one at some point, so we will be looking into that at some point coming into the future. I just have to buy one of those later devices. And sadly, these won't be connecting to the modern connections from what I've heard, so kind of sad there. But we will be coming back to this one at some point. And of course, for the other connection, we'll probably just be... We might come back to this one at some point. Who kind of knows, to be honest. I feel like I've gone through all the points except for the old age step of this device. Which, I don't know, I feel like I could go into that, but I feel like I need to learn a few of the steps and processes. And I feel like it's a good time to finally swap over to another device. We've spent a whopping 37 days with this wonderful device here, and I feel like it's time to finally swap out to a different device. I know it's kind of sad to say that, but it is kind of needed, I say. I did love these devices. I love them both. Oh, I just dropped it. It's fine! There we go. I do love both these devices, and I will revisit them at some point, but I think it's time for us to move on to the next connection. Get some insight on the wondrous world of the later V3, or the V3 re-release, by messing around with, well, we will be messing around with the Akai, because maybe there will be some aspects of the modern re-release that takes from this device. Bandai hasn't really mentioned that yet. They more mentioned it taking on aspects from the original, which was the Katai. But we will be running these two wonderful devices. I want to look into the wonders of red pixels, which is super exciting to me. I like the idea that we will get to be looking into this wonder here, which is really cool. And then we'll be looking into this wonderful device and unboxing it for the first time. Can you believe that? Which, that means we get this wonderful little experience on the next episode. So, be prepared for a bit of a longer episode next time, because we will be enjoying these two and have the whole startups for both of them. But they'll be going to the side of those. And of course, we'll put them to sleep for the one last time. So on this device, I've realized that the bad care guys kind of go to sleep a bit later, which is kind of interesting to me. So it happens on both the original connection and the V2. So there you go. And of course, you got the little Z's for the baby and the Z's for the adult. And of course, we shut their case for the one last time. And there we go. And then we put them down. And of course, for this side, they stay up for a little bit longer than the other one. But as you see there, they are doing both perfectly fine. The little baby poops right there. And it's kind of sad that we are now just moving to the next steps of this wonderful device. That we will also be closing down and moving on to the next ones. But I did want to mention that since all this is pretty much done for right now, I did want to say thank you to everyone who has been watching this series so far, and I'm excited to move on to the next steps of the connection series with the new connections. So, yay there. I'm really excited about that. And I just really wanted to say thank you for everyone who's been watching and everyone who's subscribed and commented on each of these videos and even liked them in general. Just even the views and everything. Everything's been really awesome, and the community's been such an awesome part of it because I've been trying to get back into the Tamagotchi community and stuff like that. So being way more reintroducing myself with these wonderful connection devices was a really great way of doing that, and just makes me really excited for the later connections. And just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching and just really excited with me on going through these videos. It is kind of sad to be ending the sort of first chapter to this little series here, but we will be revisiting these at some point, just at a later point. But I'm excited to go on to the next chapter with y'all, with the wonderful future devices here, and we'll be changing up some wondrous little things. I'm trying to figure out how I want to sort of diverse it, or whatever. I'm not going to change how I do these videos, but, like, the concept of, like, the titles, little title cards you see and things like that. I've also thought about subtitling each of the little sections of the series, or eras of the series, because I feel like it'd get kind of confusing at some point. Because, sure, numbering works really well, but I feel like there should be, like, continuations or whatever. So, like, you know, when shows get to, like, a season 2 or, like, do a prequel to a season, they add, like, a little subtitle to the bottom. I'll probably be doing that with these wonderful little series here. So it'll still be the connection, like, for example, it'll still be the connection episode 38, but with, like, a little subtitle. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do those subtitles. But for right now, it's just this wonderful one. This will be the nice little simple start to the franchise that I've created here. And I'm really excited. I know I feel like I'm rambling on a bit, but I don't know, it just kind of feels like one of those things where it's like, yay, and, like, kind of sad at the same time. Because, like, I've met so many awesome people through doing this series, and just kind of everything that goes along with it. So it's, like, really weird to, like, finally be stepping past that in a way. I don't know. One of those weird moments you get to think about, because I spent more than a month on these devices. Well, I spent more than a month on this device. And with this device, we've pretty much spent a little bit of time with it. Like I said, I will be revisiting this one. So we've only gone to 2 generations of this device. But don't worry, we will come back to this one. I will probably be coming back to this after I get another connection device. That is the ultimate plan there. So don't worry, we will be revisiting this one. I do want to uncover all the secrets and all the wonders that this device holds for us. So don't be worried, we will be coming back to this one at some point. And of course, the data does save on both these devices, so the runs will be saved, and we will be starting back up with the next generation that this wonderful little ninja boy has left us. And I don't know if we'll ever be revisiting the original connection. I feel like a lot of the limitations to it are just kind of, like, there, because we have experienced a lot of what this device does offer, so I don't know how I could really come back to this one in ways. Maybe if there's something really unique that I find out about these devices. But for right now, this will probably be the end for the version 1. But don't be sad, we will come back to the version 2 at some point. But I'm just excited to, unbox a Tamagotchi on camera, because I have not done that. And to be honest, the idea of unboxing a wonderful 2004 Tamagotchi is just really exciting. And then the wonders of the red pixels that we get to see and look into are also just really exciting to me. But that's pretty much it for my rambling of this little series, or rambling for this first part of the series. So thank you everyone for watching, and see you next time with the wonderful Katai and Katai, or Katai and Akai. Bleh. Okay. Bye. We'll be back again with some Japanese devices. Woo!